the party, so I'll go. I would hate my disappointment to show. There's nothing for me here, so I'll just disappear if they turn around. I don't know all the lyrics. I'm not really a fan of the Beatles. You love it when Daddy sings. Here you go. It's time to rank and review Beatles for Sale. Beatles for Sale is the fourth studio album by the English rock band The Beatles. It was released December 4th, 1964. The album marked a departure from the upbeat tone that had characterized the Beatles' previous work, partly due to the band's exhaustion from a series of tours that had established them as a worldwide sensation. Beatles for Sale was not widely available in the US until 1987, when the Beatles catalog was standardized for release on CD. Instead, 8 of the album's 14 tracks appeared on Capitol Records' concurrent release, Beatles 65, issued in North America only and Canada. Instead, 8 of the album's 14 tracks appeared on Capitol Records' concurrent release, Beatles 65, issued in North America only. And then it just says how this album was influenced by Bob Dylan, and they did more cover versions again, like the first 2 albums, because they were busy and they were tired. Beatles for Sale received favorable reviews in the UK musical press, where it held the #1 spot for 11 of the 46 weeks that it spent in the top 20. One of the songs omitted from the US version of the album, 8 Days a Week, became the Beatles' 7th #1 in the US when issued as a single in February 1965. I bet you didn't know that. So the album cover, once again, just like A Hard Day's Night, I'm giving it a B+. It's really a great shot. I love the, the blur, and of course the Beatles. The only thing is, they all look kind of down and depressed. But, they were, I like that though. I like it that it's showing them being a bit more mature and not so boy bandish now. And even on the back, it's like, we're not gonna smile. So it's a very cool album cover. It just looks a bit depressing. So I don't like looking at it for too long. I'm getting depressed looking at it right now. My 3 favorite songs, some really good ones on this, but I chose No Reply, Every Little Thing, one of my favorite, I feel underrated Beatles songs, and Yes did a killer cover version of that song, although they stretched it out and basically made it a different song. And the absolutely gorgeous I'll Follow the Sun. So I love the way it kicks off with No Reply and John's vocal right at the very start of the album. The Beatles always seem to make really interesting intro songs. I'm a Loser. What a loser. Yeah, really, being more mature, more serious, the influence of Bob Dylan, of course. Babies in Black. For years and years and years, that might have been one of my least favorite Beatles songs. I hated it, actually. And then, maybe around the time they first came on CD, I started to like it, and now I think it's excellent. Great harmonies between John and Paul. Rock and roll music, once again, John kills it on the vocals. I'll Follow the Sun, like I said, is really, really good. Mr. Moonlight, even Mr. Moonlight, I know in the past I've said it's not one of my favorite Beatles songs, and it's usually near the bottom of least favorite Beatles songs, even though it's just a cover version. It's still a Beatles song. But John sings it so well. And the only thing I still don't care for is that cheesy little short organ solo. So besides that, it's a great song. It's not that bad. And then Kansas City, Hey, 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 of course, with Paul doing his Little Richard, which he knows how to do very well. 8 Days a Week, really catchy. Words of Love, really nice. Buddy Holly cover version. Honey Don't. Ringo Don't. No, nothing against Ringo. He sings the way Ringo sings, which is enjoyable. But just not one of my favorite songs on the album. It's a little on the weak side. Every Little Thing, as I said, is one of the songs I feel is very underrated for the Beatles. I Don't Want to Spoil the Party is great. What You're Doing is another underrated song.
Yeah.
And then it ends with Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby, with once again a really good vocal by George Harrison. So overall, I know I've ranked this when I ranked the Beatles, all the Beatles albums in one video 2 or 3 years ago. I ranked this one pretty low. I like it a lot more than I did back in the day. I really enjoyed listening to this last night. Except for Honey Don't, which is still good, but it is, it's my least favorite song on the album. What a surprise. Yeah, I probably, like 5 years ago, I might have chosen Mr. Moonlight, but like I said, I like the song a lot more now. And even my rating is higher than it was in the past. Beatles for Sale goes between Please Please Me and With the Beatles with an A-. They do sound a little tired on this album, and for what they were going through in 1964, they were very busy touring and of course making records and everything, and they were getting worn out, and you can definitely hear it a little bit on this album. But still, stuff like rock and roll music has lots of energy to it, and they're still putting out quality songs. I would love your thoughts on Beatles for Sale in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.